Never done this with somebody else before.
Oh, so you just do your thing.
No, you can do it too.
I'm just gonna go.
Alright, so obviously no Brandon and no Outback. So after the fiasco of what you saw before, I'm just still too new and awkward in front of the camera. Brandon was also awkward in front of the camera. So we decided just to shoot the project, and then I would do these sections on my own. So that's what we did. So in regards to editing, also there were short days for us where I had prior commitments or he had prior commitments, or we knew that we'd be waiting several days for parts to come in, so we had short days. So what I did is I cut those days together to represent a single day. So you'll see us in different clothes and stuff like that when I say it's like day 3 or day 4 or whatever. But those are accurate representations of at least an 8-hour day, but no more than 10 hours. So take that with what you will. So watch, and I'll talk to you afterwards. All right, so that was day 3 and day 4. On day 3, we completed disassembly of Brandon's engine. I went ahead and let Brandon break his head bolts because I did not want to be the friend to break the head bolts off in his car. So disassembly, I think, went very well, especially since neither one of us have done this before. I think we were fairly organized. There are things maybe I'd do a little bit differently as far as organization in the future, but it definitely went very well. I can speak because obviously we've already put it back together. So so that was day 3. Day 4 encompassed, was like a Sunday where we worked for a couple hours, and then I think it was like a Friday after work or something like that, and or part of Saturday or something. So we cut it short that Sunday, which would have been the real day 4, just because it took me that long. Took me all the week prior to convince Brandon to buy new head bolts. So being we knew we weren't able to start reassembly that weekend, we just decided to cut it early and then finish cleanup on the following weekend. But I still think that's an accurate representation. That cleanup took us an entire day, just because there was a lot of dirt and built up oil and grease like that on the outside of his engine, and the timing cover and stuff like that, and then getting the RTV off was just a pain. A razor blade, a little bit of sandpaper, degreaser, brake cleaner, even some water and air hose are your best tools. So we were able to get the parts really clean. That way, when we put everything back together, it would really help us spot any fresh leaks and let us address them then and there. So that's that. If you like this episode, click the like button. If you like what you see here on Displacement Garage, click the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.